Hello, it's Derek here on Coffee with Derek, coming to you from Madison Ave Studios and Madison Ave Studio in Wego, New York. Coming to you on YouTube, Facebook, and podcast. So please subscribe, like, and follow. Today we're going to be talking about a water challenge that I did on a Facebook group. So grab a coffee and let's do this. About a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I was sitting around and actually, let me back up. So 2 Sundays ago, I'm at church and we had an event with a lady who came to us. She wasn't feeling well. And so through my assessment from my prior knowledge of my EMT skills that I had to unravel, I thought she was kind of dehydrated. Wasn't sure. So I did an assessment, took her blood pressure's through the roof, dizzy, lightheaded. I got a history from her, last couple days, basically told me no water intake, out all day. It was really hot. So I was thinking, yeah, she sounds like she's dehydrated, but to make sure, we asked her to go get checked out. She did. Come to find out, she was dehydrated. So this led me to one of the things that I've, touted myself for years is I drink a lot of water every day. I usually drink 100, 150 ounces or better a day, every day. It just helps keep everything regulated. So I said, you know what? I take for granted that it's easy for me to drink water. So how many other people like this certain individual don't drink enough water? So I threw it out on Facebook and I said I was going to do a water challenge. And there's a ton of different thoughts behind it. I go with half my body weight, through the habits of health coaching that I do. They recommend minimum 64 ounces for everybody. 8-ounce cups a day. Over the period of the day. I've learned from some other things I've done, half your body weight in ounces. So, if you're 200, you drink 100 ounces of water. So I sent it out on Facebook, got a pretty good response, started off with around 20 people. People started adding in people I didn't even know. Now we're almost like 50 people strong. We're just about the end of our second week. I've been throwing out tidbits every day of, just different things out of the Habits of Health books, some of my other books that I have, clinical studies, clinical research, and everybody seems to be having a lot of fun with it. We've shared, what our favorite waters are, struggles, and it's amazing. Like I would say out of the 50 people, probably more than half actually struggle with getting in water, even the minimum of 64 ounces a day. Which across the industry, I would say is a pretty good standard. You don't think about 64 ounces, but that's about half a gallon. A liter's 32. It's 2 liters of water a day. And, the health benefits of water are huge. I mean, our bodies are mostly water. Take away fat, muscle, and bone. It's water. And, your kidneys need water, liver needs water, everything needs water to operate, to function properly. Some of the things we learned in the water group is that your body will actually retain dirty water, and it will actually use dirty water to filter out your kidneys and your liver. So it'll work at a decreased level using the dirty water. So that's why sometimes you start to retain water. And drinking a lot of water helps your kidneys and your liver flush out all the toxins that add up in your body. So it's important. It's important to do that. A couple of the takeaways I found and some of the comments is that, people really struggle. Like, so here's the things that we've hit on. Wake up, 8 ounces of water. Then, at least 7 more times that day, get in 8 ounce glasses of water for a total of 64. I've had a lot of people up their game and getting in half of their body weight in ounces. Some of the people said, yeah, I feel better. I don't feel as tired. I don't feel as groggy. My headaches are gone. Some people said that it might be too much for them. They couldn't get it in. They felt like they were peeing all the time, which, yeah, if you drink, whatever goes in must come out, right? So, I would say with the majority of the people that are actually engaged, it's probably about a dozen or so that comment every day, or at least share some experiences. So I would say overall it was pretty good. I think a lot of people learned something over the last 2 weeks, got something to take away for life. And, that's kind of my point too. Like, this isn't just a challenge for the week. I mean, this is challenge for life. So something maybe that they can just take and adapt to their lifestyles moving forward, because water's important. I said at one point that, yeah, I know where every bathroom is in Vestal, in Town and Union. I know where I can go because I literally drink so much water between the firehouses, the banks, work, friends' houses. Like, I just, yeah, I go to the bathroom a lot. Most of the time I, walk into a store and the first thing I have to do is go to the bathroom. It's just what I do, no qualms about it. It's human nature. So then I had people say, structure is huge. And well, I'm a huge structure guy. I do the same thing just about every day. I mean, you can literally use a calendar to track my progress during the day, because I wake up, I do the same thing slow, and I go. So I get up, I drink water, I make my coffee, water before coffee every day. I have my breakfast, I have more water, every 2 to 3 hours I eat. I'm constantly getting my water in every hour, all day, 150. Typically I shoot for 150 ounces a day. And then I wake up and do it again the next day. I don't skip a day. I don't, sometimes I have a little less, a little more. I don't think there's been a time since I started the challenge that I've gotten less than 130 ounces in a day. A couple days, again, depending on what you're doing. I was outside. I had workout. It was really hot. I got like 200 ounces in. So that's the variable. But I see that, for me, that's an everyday thing. Monday through Friday, work, no work, increase for workouts, increase for if I'm outside a lot. But I see that a lot of people struggled with the Monday through Friday versus Saturday, Sunday. And, that's why I think it's most important that once you get into that rhythm and you get into that structure, that's one of those non-negotiables for me. I got to do it every day. Doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing, I'm drinking water. Carry it with me, tap water, bottled water, whatever. Water's better than no water. Any water, really. So I think that was the important part. And then, people are saying that, on the weekends I fault, like, because I'm not sitting at my desk and I'm not, the water bottle's not in front of me, and it's more intentional. So I get that. It's the intentionality of things. But I think that's where the structure is. It takes 21 days for you to create a good habit, and it takes 21 days to kill an old habit. So keeping that in mind, originally I started the challenge for a week. We extended it to 2. Maybe I'll extend it to a third just to kind of keep everybody accountable. So give us a full 21 days of getting your water in. And, it's important. So as far as the healthy habits that I've learned over the last year or so, water is something I don't struggle with. And I found out that a lot of people do struggle with it. So it's important. Get your water in. We shared a lot of information, goods, bads, what it does, how it functions in your body, what it does for your body. We even talked a little bit about the different waters that you can drink, tap water versus bottled water, and the difference of the chlorine and the additives that might be in the tap water versus what's in the bottled water. And even the effects of coffee, water before coffee, how your kidneys filter it out, how your liver filters it out, and then, so on and so forth. And then salt content and weight fluctuation too. Your body can absorb and retain almost 8 pounds of water. A gallon of water is 8.6 or 8.3 pounds. So your body can actually retain up to a gallon of water at any given time. So that's important for people that are the scale watchers, especially if they're weighing themselves every day and then they get discouraged. Oh, I'm up 3 pounds. Well, that could just be water weight. And, that's why, like, in our healthy habits book, I'm not even thinking right the word, but anyway, so we advise everybody, weigh every week, once a week. You don't have to do more than that, unless you're really doing it for a reason. Once a week is fine. So, I think it was good. I think everybody took something out of it. Even the studio Prez here is in on it. He's pretty active, and so hopefully everybody got something out of it. And I'm going to do another challenge here. Not a challenge, but I think I'm going to do dinner with Derek and show people easy, quick recipes for dinner. Stuff that I learned to eat over the course of this last year. So hopefully I got pretty good responses on Facebook for it so far. I think there was I said either breakfast or dinner because those are typically the two things I'm absolutely home for. I'm home for breakfast every morning and I'm home for dinner. Lunches are kind of touch and go for me depending on what my day looks like. But I'm always home for dinner. I'm always home for breakfast. So I was going to come up with some easy, quick meals, healthy, and share them with everybody. See how that can help them too. So that's out on Facebook now. I'll probably start that maybe next week. So everybody have a great day, and thanks for watching.